UFC 319 came to a close last night. I'm just now getting to this video. Um, all right, let's get into the card. It was a really great card overall. I'll get to the main event in a minute though. First fight of the night, Alibi Idris versus Joseph Morales. I chose Idris to win this fight, even though I didn't watch Tough. I just chose based off names and the fact that someone from Kazakhstan is fighting someone from the United States. I mean, usually you can pretty much guess who wins that. But Joseph Morales, not only did he win, but dude, it was dominant. Had him in. He was beating him up in round one. At the end of round one, he had him in a nasty, and it was a completely locked in rear naked choke under the chin and everything. Only reason he didn't win there is because of the time on the clock. There was like 2-3 seconds left. But in round two, they go for some more grappling, and Joseph, I believe, submits him with an arm triangle off bottom. Just a beautiful performance. I thought he had a knockdown. No, maybe I'm tripping. But dude, it was actually such a beautiful performance from Joseph Morales. It was so fun to watch. Congratulations to him. He's back in the UFC. He lost to Davison Figueiredo at one point, I believe, but he's back now and he looks good. So I'm excited. Moving on to Karine Silva versus Dion Barbosa. Now I'm gonna be honest here. I didn't watch this fight too closely. I did watch it a little bit like in the corner of my eye, and I thought Karine Silva did win. I guess other some people were calling this robbery, and I get I wasn't paying 100% attention because my PC's right here. I'm recording on my PC right here. But on the same table, I have my TV and my PS5 right here. So like I'm like playing the PS5. I'm on the game while the early prelims are going on, and I kind of thought Karine Silva had won. I kind of forget which rounds. Rounds three. I thought she won round three, and I forget which other round. But I thought Karine Silva won just like based off the corner of my eye. So I'm not gonna sit here and defend this and be like it's not a robbery because I guess there was other people that paid more attention to me. But I'm gonna just say from the corner of my eye, I thought Karine Silva won, and I didn't understand the robbery comments. But I'm not gonna rewatch it. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But this put me to 1-1 on the card. So hell yeah, I'll take it. Robbery or not, I'll take it. Moving on. Edson Barbosa versus Drakkar Klose. I chose Edson Barbosa because Drakkar Klose is awful, and I know that Edson Barbosa is like washed as hell. But I mean, at one point he was really, really, really good. So, oh my god, dude. So I just chose him just based off the fact that he's Edson Barbosa, and Drakkar Klose isn't good. But I gave round one to Edson Barbosa. Let me mute my phone. I gave round one to Edson Barbosa. He was landing the better shots in round one. The low kicks were nasty. They were already kind of getting to close. But round two, he really hurt Edson Barbosa, right? Up against the cage. He like hit an uppercut and then a hook against the cage. Really hurt Edson Barbosa. So round two was definitely for Drakkar Klose. Round three was also for Drakkar Klose. I mean, he was just he started to kind of beat up on Edson Barbosa as the fight went on, which is unfortunate because I really like Edson Barbosa and I would like to see him still succeed even though he is getting older. And I think his time winning in the UFC is over, Edson Barbosa. So it's probably over for Drakkar Klose as well, if I'm being honest with you. So I don't know who Drakkar Klose can beat going forward. I don't know who Edson Barbosa can beat going forward. This might be the end of the road for both men because neither of them looked good at all, so that sucks. And they're about similar ages, but yeah. Edson Barbosa, the original Brazilian king. We will not forget you. Moving on. Fucking Chase Hooper versus Alexander Hernandez. My God. I was so confident in Chase Hooper. Like, I was actually so confident in Chase Hooper. And it sucks, honestly. Sucks to see this. I thought he was gonna win. I kind of thought he was a lock because I don't think Alexander Hernandez is good, and he's not. But I should have just understood the stylistic matchup here. Alexander Hernandez is a big, strong guy. He's hard to grapple, and Chase Hooper is a scrawny fucking twig who doesn't have any striking or power. He ruined my parlay on the first leg, so I'm kind of upset with Chase Hooper. I feel like he should have been able to win this. Congratulations, Alexander Hernandez wins a fight, and he'll continue to be nothing and do absolutely nothing in the lightweight division. And Chase Hooper, who actually had a potential future, now gets shut down again. It's just annoying, man. It's annoying to see a fighter who will have no future in the division beat someone that had a potential future. It just sucks to see, man. So this fight pissed me off, so I don't really want to talk about it anymore. Chase Hooper, work on your physical strength. Get some fucking muscle, and learn how to fight as well. Moving on to Jessica Andrade versus Lupi Godinez. Now, I took Jessica Andrade here just because Lupi Godinez... Now, don't get me wrong. Lupi took a lot more damage overall in this fight than Jessica Andrade. A lot more. But Lupi won round 1 and 2, and Jessica Andrade won round 3. Lupi Godinez, she fights too equal with her opponents. At times. I thought if she were to fight equal with Jessica Andrade, she would have gotten put out eventually just because of the power difference. But Lupi looked good in rounds 1 and 2, and dude, Lupi's got a chin, dude. Lupita has got a chin. She was eating some nasty shots off of Andrade, who is known for putting women the fuck out. So, impressive all around for Lupi Godinez. She beat Jessica Andrade in a way that I know that Jessica Andrade is getting beat like all the time nowadays, and she doesn't win anymore. But Lupi just beat her in a way that she doesn't typically get beaten. So, impressive for Lupi Godinez. Jessica Andrade should probably retire. If she can't beat Lupi Godinez, who is she going to beat, right? Moving on to Gerald Meerschaert versus Mikhail Olasechuk. Mikhail Olasechuk, this was his second fight, I believe, with the Fighting Nerds. And he's looking as nasty as he ever fucking has, dude. Comes out, just puts that mustard on Gerald Meerschaert, dude. Them hooks were hooking. How quick was the knockout? 3 minutes and 3 seconds it took him. Man, he was putting mustard on Gerald Meerschaert. Hit him with a hook, dropped him, and got on top and just started landing ground and pound shots all over the place. I knew this is one of my most confident picks of the card. I knew Meerschaert wasn't going to have any success here. I knew that Mikhail was going to just be too good on the feet with too much power. Beautiful performance by Mikhail Olasechuk. I'm very excited to see where he goes from here on out with the Fighting Nerds. I think they can really improve his career. So I do feel like we are about to see probably the best stint in Mikhail Olasechuk's UFC career. He's probably gonna continue this winning streak, depending on who they match him up against, and he's probably gonna get some more knockouts. So I'm all for it, man. I love the Fighting Nerds, and I like Mikhail Olasechuk. So good shit. And Gerald Meerschaert should still stick around. Like he's Gerald Meerschaert. You know what I'm saying? He'll always be a good addition to any card anywhere in the world, anytime. Just keep him on the card. He can lose to anybody, and he still has the potential to fraud check some guys. So moving on to I'm not even gonna attempt this guy's name, versus Eric Nolan. Now I gotta be honest here. I thought that it was bad fucking ass, dude. Badass. When this guy Susurkov took the fight on 4-day notice after fighting on Tuesday. But then he gets in there and he's like smiling at everything Eric Nolan's hitting him with. He's laughing at him, and I'm like, I like that. I like that a lot. But then I was kind of like, it'd be fucking hilarious if Eric Nolan just puts him out. But I'm sitting there thinking, Eric Nolan ain't gonna win, you know. And then, dude, fucking Eric Nolan lands a nasty combination, like with like 10 seconds left, stuns Susurkov up against the cage, and he's wah. I'm thinking, oh, dude, more time in this round, and Eric Nolan probably finishes him here. And then round ends, they get into round 2, and then Susurkov puts the pressure on, gets the takedown, gets the submission, man. Gets the submission. Try not to yawn, man. I don't know why I'm yawning. It's just because I'm recording. Because I'm not tired or bored. Eric Nolan mouthed to Susurkov after the fight that he was going to go down to 170. So, you know, we'll see how that plays out for him. And we'll see how Susurkov, the way he fought, I don't really see him going too far in this division, honestly. Just being hit like that and, you know, I don't know. We'll see where both guys go from here on out, but good performance, I guess, from Susurkov. Good finish. Moving on. Tim Elliott versus Kai Asakura. I picked Kai Asakura here. I thought he was going to get a nasty knockout, but dude, people forget, man. Tim Elliott, bro, comes out, man. Comes out, has a competitive round 1, round 2. He's just moving really weird. Kai Asakura can't really touch him well. He can't really hit him he can't really sting him with shots. Tim Elliott's moving out of the way with his weird movement, his weird style, getting his takedowns, his grappling going. And then, dude, he gets a mounted guillotine. And as soon as the mounted guillotine... Now, I usually drink during fights, so I'm already a few shots deep in this fight, and as soon as I see Tim Elliott latch up that guillotine, man, this is nasty. You know, he's got this, and Kai Sakura taps, man, 0-2 in the UFC, both to submissions, I believe in round 2, so that's nasty. Tim Elliott. I love Tim Elliott. I have loved Tim Elliott since 2017, and I'm so happy. I was happy to hear about him getting custody, and I was happy that he was able to come back after 2 years and get this win for him and his daughter. So beautiful story here for Tim Elliott. Beautiful performance against, dude, an absolute superstar in Japan in Kai Asakura, dude. He's a superstar, and he can't win in the UFC. So it sucks for him. It's very unfortunate. But we love to see Tim Elliott win, man. We love to see it. So congratulations, Tim Elliott. People forget, man. Tim Elliott's a marauder. So, oh yeah. Kai Sakura, I would give him another chance. I would put him up against some really, really low. I would actually match him up against an unranked flyweight. Stop giving him ranked flyweights right now. He's 0-2 in the UFC. He has no win, you know. Clearly, he can't handle the ranked guys yet. Give him unranked. See how he does. If he loses again to an unranked, cut him. But Tim Elliott, man. Title run is here for Tim Elliott. Watch your fucking back, Pantoja. Moving on to Jared Cannonier versus Michael Venom Page. This was dominant as fuck. 0 knockdowns? What, are you seeing that? Dude, MVP got 2 knockdowns, dude. Like, fucking retarded ass stats, dude. He got 2 knockdowns. Dominated this fight. Jared Cannonier for the first 2 rounds, I swear to God, he didn't land anything. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm drunk, but like, I'm watching the fight. So I'm like, bro, is Jared Cannonier gonna land? He gets dropped twice by MVP despite him not getting credited with one. And then in round 3, Jared Cannonier says, I can't strike with you. Goes for a takedown, gets him down on top, and Jared Cannonier is landing shots. So he was landing for shots, hoping to get that finish. He even put in like a few submission attempts. Again, 0 submission attempts, it says over here. These stats are just fucking absolute baloney. But MVP, I do have a message for you, MVP. You've had what? 4 fights in the UFC. Kevin Holland, Ian Gary, Jared Cannonier and what's that dude's name? Shara Magomedov. You had 4 fights. You are 3-1 and 0 finishes, dude. You know what I'm saying? Get some finishes here, MVP. We want, you know what I'm saying? I would love to see you get some finishes here, but good performance, man. It was it was very dominant. I don't know if he's gonna stay here at middleweight or if he's gonna fluctuate between welterweight and middleweight. You know what I'm saying? Make a choice. So, but I mean, we'll see, right? Moving on. Jeff Neal versus Carlos Prates. I said Carlos Prates would win, but I said he'd win by decision, dude. Look at that. 1 second left in round 1. 4 minutes and 59 seconds. Lands 1 of 2 spinning elbow KOs tonight, dude. Fucking flatlines Jeff Neal. It was so hard for me to watch, man, because I really like Jeff Neal. I remember being back in high school, bro. Junior year in high school. Not junior year. Sophomore year in high school. Years ago, dude. I'm in the back of the class, right? Because we had Chromebooks and shit. But like they would block everything that wasn't school related. But for some reason, UFC Fight Pass was not blocked on the school Chromebooks. So I bought UFC Fight Pass, and I'd sit in the back of the classroom, hoodie on, headphones in, not paying attention to anything the teacher's saying, right? Not paying attention to anything, watching Jeff Neal fights at the back of the classroom. Dude, I had no friends. I'm in the back of the classroom, hoodie up, earbuds in, sitting in the back of the class with my Chromebook. Jeff Neal versus Bilal Muhammad. I watched every single Jeff Neal UFC fight in one day of school one time. And I was like, I like this guy. This guy is good. He's entertaining. He's powerful. Fun to watch. So I've been a fan of Jeff Neal for a long, long time. I didn't think he was going to win this one, and I was my computer screen keeps turning off again. I got a shitty PC, man. Shitty PC. Dude, it was so nasty, dude, because I never thought I would see Jeff Neal like that, dude. Just absolutely just on the ground, man. Sucks, man. It was a pretty competitive fight up until that, though. Like, it was a decent first round. I would love to see Jeff Neal get back in there, but I want him to rest up. I want him to heal and get situated first after a knockout like that. Jeff Neal, you're not too old, so don't rush it. Carlos Prates, though, get back in there, man. Get back in there this year. He wants to be on that on that Brazil card with Charles Oliveira and Rafael Fiziev. So get him on that card, dude. Get him on that card. Get him on that card against Mike Malott or something, dude. That'd be a fun fight. I don't know. Anybody, really. Just get him on that card. Jeff Neal, you shouldn't fight the rest of this year. Moving on to we're at the co-main event already? How long is this video? 18 minutes. Okay. I mean, I'll have a lot to say in the main event, so fuck it. Guys, Lerone Murphy versus Aaron Pico in the co-main event. Let me pull something up here on my phone. Right here. You guys see this? You guys see that? Underdog of the week picks. Luque, wrong. Garbrandt, wrong. Jamal Hill, wrong. Royval, wrong. Cater, wrong. Saeed Nurmagomedov, wrong. Lerone Murphy, correct. I no longer have a losing streak on my underdog of the week picks. I thought I was cursed. I thought I was cursed for the longest time. But I just needed to get into the groove, you know what I'm saying? So I picked Lerone Murphy. He got it done. Expect me to be on a winning streak now of underdogs, right? Another spinning elbow knockout. Absolutely disgusting by Lerone Murphy. Aaron Pico was looking good, though. I got to be honest here. Aaron Pico was landing some nice shots. Aaron Pico was, he was landing more. But Lerone Murphy was being patient. He knew he would find that opening against Aaron Pico, who's been a bit chinny in his career. This isn't his first time being knocked out. Lerone Murphy felt like he could land that shot, and he was being patient. And when he saw that opportunity, spun around, elbow to the dome, puts Aaron Pico out cold, man. It was beautiful to watch. Bet a way better performance against Aaron Pico than Movsar Evloev would have had. Movsar would have brought him to a split decision win. So, anyways, good fight, good win for Lerone Murphy. Lerone Murphy, I have a message for you. Stop talking about a title shot. You are not next for the featherweight title of the world, Lerone Murphy. I appreciate you getting me my win, and I appreciate you proving me right. But do not expect a flyweight title opportunity. Sorry. I'm not a fan of Movsar Evloev. I do not like a Movsar Evloev. But you have to give him his title shot. He has beaten Diego Lopez. Great win in the division. Aljamain Sterling, former champion. Great win in the division. Arnold Allen. Amazing win in the division. Those are like 3 in a row, right? God, you have to give him a title shot, dude. You can't fade him here. Do not give Yair Rodriguez a title shot. No. Make Lerone Murphy versus Yair Rodriguez and Volkanovski versus Evloev. That is how you do. It's so simple. But the UFC is probably going to fucking screw it up and do Movsar Evloev versus Lerone Murphy and Volkanovski versus Yair Rodriguez. Like, fucking retarded, man. Come on, PC. There you go. Anyways, Lerone, know your role. Stay in line. You know, don't cut the line. Moving on to the main event, where Khamzat Chimaev 50-44 Dricus du Plessis, man. He fucking dominated him. Dominated Dricus du Plessis on some crazy shit I could not expect in a million years. I have some thoughts, though. Fuck you, Khamzat Chimaev. Okay? I wanted you to win. But I wanted you to go out there, and I wanted you to chase finishes, man. What was that, dude? It was dominant, don't get me wrong. Absolutely one-sided. Where was the submissions, man? Put him in crucifix you put him in the crucifix multiple times, and you're landing pitter-patter shots. What the fuck are we doing here, dude? Now, I'm not going to go all balls to the walls like MMA Guru did. Just because Khamzat Chimaev had 14 entertaining fights in a row. And although this 15th was incredibly dull and incredibly boring and incredibly not shitness for 5 straight rounds, it was the only time in your career. So I'm going to let you slide here, Khamzat. But in your next fight, I need you to at least attempt to get a finish here. And during the fights, I was thinking to myself, what? Khamzat Chimaev with cardio? This is next level. Khamzat Chimaev has cardio now. He's so scary. Who can beat him, you know? But then I rewatched the fight. I did rewatch this fight, unfortunately. On 2x speed, though. And I'm thinking, does Khamzat have improved cardio? Because, yeah, he went 5 rounds. 5 rounds dominantly. But there was no pace. There was never a crazy pace. Khamzat landed a lot of shots, but none of them had steam on him. I'm thinking anybody could probably go 5 rounds if they don't fight at a high pace. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. I'll tell you what, though. I got something to show y'all. Okay. I got something to show y'all. Where is it at? I do got some shit to show you, man. Let me find it here. Okay. I saw some people on Twitter saying, who can beat Khamzat? Who could possibly beat Khamzat? He's too good. He's too strong. His wrestling is too good. Nobody can defend the wrestling. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. Borrachinha. Put Khamzat in there against Borrachinha. See what happens. See what happens to your precious Khamzat Chimaev when he's locked in a cage with Paulo Costa. Let's see what happens to your precious Khamzat Chimaev. Let's see what happens to him. Put him in there. All right? Listen, I'm okay with Plessis getting his rematch. But if he doesn't, Khamzat versus the winner of Caio Borralho versus Nassourdine Imavov. Okay? Khamzat will beat him. Whoever it is, he'll beat him. Okay? Do Paulo Costa versus like a Rainier de Ritter. Because Paulo Costa would beat the shit out of Rainier de Ritter. And then after they both win that, if DDP hasn't gotten his rematch, you can do the rematch. But if you don't do that, do Khamzat Chimaev versus Paulo Costa. And Paulo Costa will take... Don't worry, Khamzat. He'll take that title off your hands. Okay? Paulo Costa will take this title off your hands. Okay? Borrachinha can grapple. He can defend those. And he'll beat your ass. Okay? That's all I wanted to say. I wanted to be pro Paulo Costa at the end of this video. Fucking dominant from Khamzat Chimaev, man. Dude, Plessis couldn't defend a single fucking takedown, dude. Like a single one. I do want to say this. This is embarrassing as fuck. Okay? 529 total strikes. And only 37 of them significant. Absolute poo, man. My sister is calling me. My sister's calling me, so I'm going to have to actually wrap this up right now. I appreciate you guys for watching. Borrachinha!